Today's question of the day is, are you a wolf or a sheep? Now, I first want to start out by saying everyone have a blessed day. I'm grateful to be waking up this morning. Some people not so grateful, but you just gotta figure out your journey in your life. I'm just a regular guy who vlogs. I'm not a guru, or I don't have a perfect life or anything close to that. But I just want to talk to you guys about, are you a wolf or are you a sheep? And I want to start out with talking about imagination. Now, if you don't have an imagination, you're doomed basically, because everything around you has to do with how you see it through your own eyes with your imagination. So, for example, somebody might see something in a totally different viewpoint from you. And y'all could be watching the same exact thing. Y'all could be watching the same basketball game, the same battle rap, the same boxing match, same movie, whatever. But everyone has their own viewpoint based on their life experience, based on what they've been through. But just to keep it simple, I'm gonna call that your imagination. So, for example, I just got out of class today, right? And all that college is just a big imaginary playground. That's what it is. Like every school, it doesn't matter which one. We all go in there, we grown adults, you know. There's some people maybe like 18, 19, but still, you're a damn adult. And we go in there, and it's imagination time, it's playtime, you know. But if you don't have an imagination, then you're just sitting in a room with a bunch of people who are playing pretend. You start to look around and see everyone's imagining this. It's all in your imagination. What you ate this morning, how you interact with people, your day to day is all just part of your imagination. It's part of how you saw your experience. You know, everyone's living in their own minds. So, what makes you a wolf? What makes you a sheep? Sheep have an imagination. They have a wild imagination. They have a huge imagination. Everything they're doing is imagining. They're always playing pretend. Sheep are always playing pretend, and they're happy to play pretend. They're happy to imagine all of these things that they're experiencing. A wolf sees shit for what it is. You see right through things, right through illusions, right through imagination. There's no imagining. There is what it is, and there is what it's not. So a wolf will step in and analyze the situation and see what's up. They'll evaluate themselves first, then they'll evaluate the surroundings and the people surrounding them and the way they interact. So back to imagination, like school, for example, right? You go to college, you're imagining things. Like, it's all play pretend. It's all, nothing is tangible. Let me go to college. Let me get good grades. What are grades? A number that your professor writes in a book or on a computer. What is your professor? Your professor's there to play pretend too. He's pretending to know what he's talking about to a bunch of people who are pretending to care, who are pretending as if this number that he gives you means anything, and it doesn't. So shit like that is like the difference between a sheep and a wolf. Do you understand your reality? A wolf understands where they're roaming. They understand their forest. They understand what is going on around them. Sheep, on the other hand, it's just gonna go with the flow. And that's just how things are. Well, gotta pay the bills. Gotta get these grades. What am I gonna do if I don't get the right GPA? The professor's not gonna type in the right number into the computer, and then if he doesn't type in the right number, I'm screwed. I gotta work hard for that number. What does that number get you? What is that number doing for you? What are you even working for? You're working towards an imaginary number and letter grade. Okay. It's cool when you're a kid to have that kind of imagination and to just get lost in the dream of big dreams. That's very good. And everyone should be ambitious, and everyone should have their own goals and should work towards them. But don't be a sheep. Don't just go with the flow. Don't just sit there and not question anything. Don't just say, hey, I guess this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess this is what we do. I guess that's just how things are. I mean, my mother told me to do it. My father told me to do it. My sister's doing it. My uncle's doing it. I guess that's just how things go. I guess that's how I go. A wolf is not going to accept that for what it is. A wolf is going to want to know, get down to it, and decide for themselves what it is. You understand? A wolf is going to declare their existence. A wolf is going to lead the pack. And if he doesn't lead the pack, he's going to challenge the alpha to lead the pack. A wolf is going to go get theirs no matter what. They're not going to just wait for someone to feed them, for someone to tell them what to do, when to think, when to move, what job to get, what grades to get, where to live, how much taxes to pay. None of that. When is the right time to get married? When is the right time to have children? A wolf's not going to worry about those things. A wolf is going to make up their own time and their own rules. So, don't be a sheep. Don't. Work. I was talking a lot about college, but work is kind of the same way. Work will have you playing pretend. You go to work, you clock in. Once again, you clocking in for what? Imaginary numbers. Oh, I gotta get my hours today. I gotta get my hours. How many numbers am I getting for the hours that I'm putting in? How is that gonna equal cash? The numbers that I'm earning, I'm not even really getting all of those numbers because I'm gonna get taxed. So, hey, I'm working towards a percent of these numbers right now, but I'm really not even gonna try to do the math. I'm gonna assume my check is gonna be something at the end of the Friday, or 2 weeks if you get paid every 2 weeks. And then when you see it and they take the taxes out, damn, I've been working my ass off, sweating, been killing it in this job for these numbers, man, and these numbers just ain't adding up. I just ain't getting enough numbers. You see? Playing pretend. Go ahead and try to ask the boss for the numbers. Try and ask the boss for the numbers of the business. How much are we making monthly? How much are we making every week? What are our sales like? What percentage of your profits go towards your actual employees? Go towards your workforce? But once again, we're just imagining, we're playing pretend. So, who knows? Most people don't even think to ask that. People feel like you have the right to ask a few questions. Like, your boss or whoever is your authority figure is gonna ask you whatever they want, but I'll think it twice, no matter how intrusive, inappropriate it is. Why? Because in some sort, of way in their imagination, those wolf know that you're a sheep. Those wolf know you're a sheep. They know they have authority over you. They know you're gonna follow in line. They know you're gonna play your position. So those are a few differences between wolf and sheep. Now, it takes for you to want to be a wolf. It's easy to be a sheep. It's easy to be a sheep. There's no work involved. There's nothing. It doesn't take nothing. You don't gotta think too hard. You don't gotta read any books about how to be a sheep. You don't gotta watch any YouTube videos, Gary Vee, nothing like that. Eric Thomas, nothing like that. You don't have to put in no work to be a sheep. To be a wolf, on the other hand, it takes work. Right? You're constantly sharpening your sword. You're constantly sharpening your fangs. You're working on yourself. You're a DIY type of guy or girl. Or whatever you are. A wolf is not gonna take shit because a wolf knows what they got. A wolf goes out and hunts and they go do for self. They go get their own. They're not sitting around waiting for nobody to bring nothing back to them. They're not begging. They're not hoping for someone to save them. Wolf is out there getting it. Sheep, on the other hand, they're waiting to be fed. They're waiting to be told what to do. They're waiting to be led. They're waiting to be lied to in the long run. They're just waiting to be lied to and controlled. So, those are a few things I wanted to let you guys know, share with y'all. And tell me what y'all think about it. You can comment on the bottom. And you can suggest other topics you'd like me to discuss. And I'll get back to y'all. Peace.